mig få slumra snart. Ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart. Och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat, jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna ängen. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart. Ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart. Och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat, jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna ängen. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart. Ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart. Och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat, jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna ängen. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart. Ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart. Och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat, jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna ängen. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart. Ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart. Och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat, jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna Ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Domarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna än. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart, och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Domarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna än. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart, och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Domarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna än. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart, och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Domarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna än. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart, och om jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Domarens ljunare, ta emot mig, arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna Ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart och gång jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljumna regn, ta emot mig arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna ängen. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart, och gång jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljumna regn, ta emot mig arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna ängen. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart, och gång jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljumna regn, ta emot mig arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna ängen. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart, och gång jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljumna regn, ta emot mig arma dräng, och kom vi möts igen på den gröna ängen. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Låt mig få slumra snart ute bland stjärnor som lyser klart, och gång jag ser min älskade livskamrat. Jag lämnar aldrig dig. Sommarens ljumna regn, ta emot mig arma dräng, och kom vi möts.
Hello there.
Hello there. I think we're live. It's always a toss, maybe not. We'll see. So I think we're live. Yeah. So, hello everybody, and welcome to the Crimson Slums and our brave adventurers. Well, or
Adventures.
I
Kind
don't
of
know
stretch,
if I
isn't
can
it?
call you that. No, I don't know what to call you guys.
Street urchins,
Yeah.
little
The
bastards,
urchin. Yes.
Yeah.
sea
little,
urchins, yeah,
Little
Small
rascals.
small spiky things.
Yeah,
Small
little
spike.
rascals. I like the
Yeah.
little rascals.
The little rascals. Yay!
Rascals.
Who's following it? Stavfors. That sounds Swedish. Or Norwegian. Anyway, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Experiments. Oh, Daniel Elde. Oh, hey, Daniel. Yay! So happy for you to join us. That's amazing. Yeah, alright. So, I'm Sarah. I'm the DM, and I am the crazy brain which this whole scenario spawned out of. Who are you guys? Who's the ghost?
The ghost.
Yeah.
Ghost?
What?
Yeah, we can't even see any facial features.
Yeah, I just
You know what, my
two
white
Yeah.
balance.
It's horrible.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know what. I need to buy a better working web camera. It's
Yeah.
the
Please
white
support us.
balance. The white balance is crappy.
Well, it's not the white balance, but okay.
Yeah.
Saying.
Something's not working.
Yes.
I am Tobias. Yeah. Should we do the whole thing again?
No. You can just
No,
say.
it's-
A shortened version.
Yeah.
Short version. I'm the king of useless knowledge, and I play Tosher, the evil bastard that will burn the city down.
No, it's whatever. Hmm? Who are you?
Who am I? I am Zelda Elf 90. I'm a cosplayer, Dungeons and Dragons player. You can find me here on Geekier Nights on Tuesdays at whatever time this is for you in your area, because
Yeah.
right, time is a weird soup.
Yes.
And also over at the Owlbear Inn, actually we are having our next Pathfinder game this Thursday at 8 p.m. MDT, because Mountain Daylight Time is now happening because time saving stuff is stupid.
Yeah. Time.
It needs to go away.
Yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We're not farmers anymore.
You can. I know,
all
seriously,
of
we
us.
don't. I mean, there are farmers, but
And we
the
love
negative
you.
effects of doing daylight savings time is awful. So, anyways, hi, I'm here. I also play Lana here.
Yes.
She's a little sticky-fingered rugrat,
Yes.
and I love her. She's cute.
Yes. Adorbs. And who are you?
I'm Casper, or aka Cape Satan on the
Cape
on
Satan?
Twitch.
Oh,
Cape
you're
Satan.
Satan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
You
Satan.
didn't know?
I didn't know that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. I play Grin, and I'm also one of the DMs on Geekier Nights. Yeah, that's the short version.
Yeah. I guess it's me. I am also a cosplayer and yeah, a nerd in general. I realized my mic had fallen.
Who are you playing?
I am playing Nomi, a little cranky kid, teenager.
Yeah.
Who just gets in trouble,
Yeah.
but haven't done so yet.
Well, no. Trying not to, but you know.
Yes.
whatever. Yeah, so this campaign is set in the, I wouldn't say slums because it's not slums, but it's set in the.
It's gonna be when I'm done with it.
Oh, shut
Oh
up!
my god.
I'm gonna
Whack.
burn you down first. Don't worry.
Eh.
Anyway, it is set in the capital of. Let's see. Capital of Vasilia, which is a country that is pretty big. And the city is called Levent, and they are playing inside one of the districts, specifically a district which has been it's seen better days, but yeah, there was a riot that started there. Oh, hi D&D comic, hi, welcome, yay! I hope you can stay with us. That makes me happy. Yeah, so Stonelake itself, which is the district, is has been falling into some decay the last decades because of a riot that started in their area. So the crown, which are the ones that are, well, the regions, they are trying to make sure that they suffer a little bit extra because it's fun. Oh, I'm so happy to see you too, comic. Yeah, please stay. Last episode, does anybody in the group want to tell our dear little viewers what happened, or do you want me to do it?
Should I do it from Grin's perspective, or should I do it from the overall perspective?
I'll leave it up to you.
That was a good one. I will try from Grin's perspective at
Okay.
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grin, we used it was started as the normal day. We was eating our breakfast, or the only food we had. Noticed that the food was quite moldy, and our stomachs were craving for more. Our friend Tosher, played by Tobias, he had his brilliant idea that we need to contact or get some food from the butcher. And there our adventure started. We had a little bit of argument, discussion, planning. We saw that the time was needed to go directly to this butcher, so we found ourselves on our way. Sorry about that. When we came close or more to the center of our district, we noticed Kayla, a little street urchin, much younger than us, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit rough on her hair, or rough hair.
Yeah.
We saw a good opportunity to use her special skills to get a deeper connection with the city. Tosher found an excuse to use his magic, and Kayla was gone in 2 seconds. And we continued with our adventure to the butcher. There we planned, we had some luck with opening the locks to the door. Found ourselves in the middle of the storage of a lot of meat.
Yeah. Butcher. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I took with me a lot of sausages, all the dry meat, I think. I could carry.
Yep.
And I saw the opportunity to leave as quickly as possible, as I filled my arms with these dingly things that I could munch on the way. Grin, with his muscles, big upper body for to be the oldest in the group and the tallest. He walked ahead. While he was eating, he forgot about the others a little bit. They were left at the butcher's. Green doesn't. I didn't know what happened, really. But on my way back to our hideout, we found out that it was. I was caught off guard of 2 guards that were talking, and I silently made my stealthy self and hide in plain sight with my, what do you call it, treasure. The guards walked past me. Silent master, you may call Grim. Yeah, I'm cool.
Or stealth.
Or stealth. And then I waited until the rest of the group came back to the hideout.
Yes. And that is where we left off, where where Tosher stood on top of one of the rooftops of Stonelake and watched the... Did I say sunrise? I think I did, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember, but we'll say you did.
Yeah, because it is actually a very good place to start off, I would say. So you're standing on top of the, a slated roof, and you start to see that the dark blue, really dark blue sky is starting to fade away, and make way for another really good day, it seems like. Not a cloud on the sky or anything, and
Filled bellies.
Yes.
Yeah.
You may
For
be
once.
tired
Happy
though.
day.
Yeah, we should probably. But I have to find my character sheet. Give me 1 second, because since Foundry isn't working, I have to find it there.
And it's not
There we go.
Foundry's fault.
No, it's your ISP's fault.
It's not my fault. It's my
No,
ISP.
your IS.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They suck.
Listen to my words.
It's all Sarah's fault.
Mhm. Yeah. Tasher turns away after being standing and brooding at the edge of the roof, watching over the sunrise and the smoke from the burning butchers.
Yeah, it's subsiding
Yeah.
right now.
Reminds me of a song.
Okay.
Burn, burn, butcher, burn.
Oh,
Anyway.
yes.
I have no idea what that is.
Oh, that's the Witcher.
Oh, now we get to take away your nerd card.
Yeah, he was on
Oh,
me about like, oh, Sarah, you're not a nerd. You're not a nerd. Boom.
I've read all the books. I just haven't watched the series yet.
Because you suck. Whatever.
Yeah. Then Tasha does a little dramatic spin. And they head back to the... So he stands in front of the 3 other kids.
Mhm.
And does, the power pose with the arms at his side.
You look happy.
Tomorrow... Now we need to get some sleep. And tomorrow we got more work to do.
Quite tired. So yeah, good idea.
Because tomorrow we have food and we have money now. Now we have to build a gang.
Money?
So yeah.
Hell, I got some money.
Whoa, nice.
So tomorrow everyone's gonna grab a piece of food, some food and some things, some money, and you go out and you find all the little all the other gutter runners and bullied trash that runs around here. And if we offer them food, they'll join our gang, because we're gonna get more food. Because next night we're gonna hit the bakers.
Bakers.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I like this plan.
Yeah. More food.
And you're getting out getting some more muscle for us. I have a plan to keep the guards from pointing their fingers towards us. I'm gonna get some more of these, some more of the scarves from the Stones gang, so we can leave them behind.
I was thinking about that. Grin dries out his chin with where the saliva is coming out from the disfigured mouth. Yeah, I was thinking about what happened with this kid Kayla. Didn't you just tell her that she would come to our hideout?
No, she probably got lost or something. You can see if you can find her tomorrow when you go out hunting for more muscle.
Yeah. I don't
Like, I hope she's okay and stuff.
She's a survivor. Street kids are survivors.
Yeah, you're right.
And if she's not, then we're gonna pay them back.
Pay who back?
Pay who back?
The Stones kids, the bullies. We're gonna. I have a plan. They're not gonna like it. And he kind of like fiddles on the big ass meat cleaver that he stole from the butchers. That's about half as tall as he is.
Can you carry that shit?
Yeah, he has it under his armpit, more or less.
Yeah, it's basically every single effort goes into carrying that.
Yeah, it's a two-handed meat cleaver.
Yeah,
He'll
so
use
it's
like a
really
barbarian.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really heavy.
And then he goes around, like, gathers up all the stray food that's strewn all over the roof, and starts like putting up some piles for everyone to take tomorrow to give out to the street kids so they'll join our gang.
Do we have any what do you call it?
Utensils?
Yeah.
You do have knives. But they're very like what's it called when it's not sharp? It's
Dull.
Dull.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Words.
Okay.
Words.
Yeah.
How does
whatever.
words work?
Yeah, you're never gonna let that down, you guys. Aw.
Nope. Never.
Fine. Anyway.
You do book.
You do have. Shut up. Yes, I do. You do have dull knives and such, but you do not have like silverware or anything like that. You.
Okay.
Yet.
Yeah.
Do we have blankets?
You have burlap sacks that are blankets.
Okay. I lie down and pull one of these so-called blankets on me, and I try to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah, same.
Maybe
Same.
Okay.
Snuggle up with with Skips,
Yes.
Aw.
Oh yeah, you're a little thingy
my little
mabob.
rat.
That's fine, Beachy. We just started.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. I take away my shirt and try to dry it.
Oh
Oh yeah,
that's
you're
right.
bloody
Oh
thingy.
yeah.
Need to wash that thing.
Blood. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna have a lot of flies tomorrow. So those fruit flies that we talked about last
Session.
night,
Yeah.
are gonna be flies now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. As you all lie down, the bells of the president's court, which is at the top of Levent, starts to ring as it rings in a new day. That is usual, and it's just these pretty actually soothing chimes that come from these huge bell towers above you. And as you hear them, a couple of other districts start to reply back with their bells, and after a while you hear Stonelake's bell chime as well, and that is how you guys know that okay, it's time for the markets to be opened and trading to commence. So this is just a signifier that okay, that was a new day, get to work basically. Yeah, and you're falling asleep, and you hear the city below you starting to wake up and go to work and do all of their chores and all of that. And I would say that you would sleep until I would say you would sleep
Noonish.
until noon. Yeah, like when the sun is at its peak, and it's getting really warm on top of the roof though. So the blanket or the burlap sack is not really necessary when you wake up.
You hear a unique snore when Grin sleeps. It's like whistling from his teeth, side cheek, like.
God. I just got an image in my head. It's like flap, 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 flap.
Yeah, almost.
like a dog in a
Yeah.
with sticking his head out.
Well, Tasha kind of wakes up with a jerk and like sits up with one of the little glass shanks that he has in his hand. Looks around and then, okay, well, no one's here, and then puts it away. And he jumps up and starts handing out the little food packets that he kind of puts them in the burlap, this leftover burlap, and hands them out to everyone. And he kind of goes through his little plan for the day that you guys are gonna go out and try to find as many friends and allies as you can, and if you have to, you can use the food and the money to bribe them. And yes, we get some muscle up here on the roof for tonight. And I'll head out and try to see if I can find some more of these little scarves. We can pin everything we do on the other gang of bullies, so they get all the shit from the guards. And like, while he's talking and handing out stuff and running around, he's kind of like he sneakily takes 2 stumpy sausages and puts inside his jacket.
Sneakily? How sneakily?
Oh, as sneakily as he can. I'm gonna try to find, because I was stupid and shut down my thingy.
My finger, my jug.
Yes, there we go. I can do a. Oh, where did we have? We had a dice roller, didn't we? Where is the dice roller? Was it?
I
On
put
the-
it in the TTRPG.
I didn't have
text thing.
the time to
No,
fix it.
no, but we had the one that we used yesterday. Well, yesterday, last time.
I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a
It was
session
in the
without you.
text RPG.
You had a session without me. How
Yeah,
dare?
I found it, and I can roll
Okay.
for stealth. Let's see what I had. I had stealth. And
Yeah,
if
what are you doing right now? I have to know.
I described it, but you didn't listen to me.
Yes, I did.
No, while he runs around and like directs everyone and everything, he sneaks two of the stumpy little like salami sausage things
Yeah,
inside his coat.
to hide
Um,
from the others.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not. He's not overly sneaky, but he's like you take this that and do that and
Yeah.
did it.
Okay.
So let's see. If I can remember correctly, you do the roll and then you add your skill number, right?
Yes. The question is, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to try to see this or not?
Yes.
I keep an eye on it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I
So
would. Yeah?
I'm just gonna say Grin is still sleeping because
Okay.
he's a teenager. So he didn't hear anything Tosher said right
Oh,
now.
yay!
No,
I'm okay
no.
with that. That's adorable.
He's gonna get a kick in the kidneys.
Oh, that's not adorable. Let's see. Then you guys would have to roll for a notice, it's called. Which is basically
Okay.
perception. So you guys roll against
Oh,
each
you do?
other.
Yeah, we do a contested roll.
Yes, that is
Let's see.
the thing. What happened with Grin?
Uh,
Did he sleep? Yeah,
Ooh.
he did. He's asleep.
I've got a fair notice. And I rolled
got
average.
Wait, which one did you say we should
Notice.
roll against? Notice. Yeah.
But
Oh my god.
nothing works for me. Here we go. Now I can try to see if this works. The die roller didn't really work for me.
I
So-
got average.
Hey, thank you, Nuvut. Nevut.
Ah, never.
What?
Hi.
Oh,
What's
okay.
the one over fair?
Thank you for following. Some voice you remember. Yes, Mag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Peter. Pete
Oh.
Love.
Oh, hi.
The one above fair is good.
It's good.
Is that what you mean?
So I rolled a +2 and I have stealth +1, so I get +3, and that should be good.
Yep. So the question is, do you guys contest and
Yes.
sneaky
Yeah.
freak? I still
Ah.
love it.
You don't trust me. I'm appalled. I'm hurt.
You're not
I'm just very
trustworthy?
protective of my food.
Well, you have all the monies.
And I don't trust
So?
anyone.
That's just shinies.
Any
We
unicorns?
like
in
the
here?
shiny.
No. I don't have any unicorns right now. Not nearby.
So if I have a fair notice, do I add 2 to my roll?
If you have 2, you have skill level 2, then you add 2 to the roll.
Okay. So I got a +1 on my roll. So is that a 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Does
Okay.
this count?
Sarah the unicorn.
I'm a unicorn. Flip the table. No unicorns. I'm super mad. Okay, not. But you got the unicorn. There we go. Happy?
Happy,
I
joy,
do have a
joy,
lot of
happy,
unicorns
joy.
actually, a couple of feet away, but yeah, I just don't have the feet.
You just don't love him as much as the other unicorns.
Him, I have
Wow.
10. I
Or are
think.
they?
They're amazing. I love them. Okay. Anyway, what did the rolls turn out?
I got a +3.
Okay, +3.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
What did the others get? You guys?
+3 total.
+3 total. Okay, cool.
Mm.
So contested. And Mags, what about you? Or
Plus
Lily.
one.
+1. Yeah, you see
Yeah.
nothing.
Nope.
Yeah.
But I would say, Lana, you do notice that he's doing something, but exactly what he's up to, you don't really know. But something's going on that you can tell.
I'll hold my rat up to him and have him sniff him. See if he's got
Wait.
extra food he's not supposed to have.
Flick the nose. Don't shove that shit in my face. He smells.
This is not shit. This is Skips.
Yeah, well, he
He's a
eats
good
shit.
sniffer. He does not. I feed him good.
Yeah, but you don't smell like roses either.
Shut up. You don't smell any better. Actually,
I
you probably
never-
smell worse.
No, he does, and he kind of knees the sleeping grin. Get up!
Yeah, you just suddenly just feel a bonk.
Don't kick my friend.
You wake
Right.
up, Grin.
She'll like stand below you like this, try to look all big.
Well,
Grin
you all
dries-
got you.
Grin likes just. What happened?
He kicked you.
It's time to wake up. You got a job to do.
Good morning, sleepyhead.
I'm
Please.
growing. That's
Yeah,
why.
you're getting fast. That's what you're getting. And he takes the food packet he's prepared for Grin and kind of like tosses it on his chest.
I'd like to be fat. That would be great.
It's a sign of wealth.
Yeah, if everyone just he kind of
Better than
like
starving.
he looks really exasperated and annoyed. Like, if everyone does their job, we're gonna get all the money and all the food, and we can all be fat and jolly and
So
sit on big comfy chairs and drink beer. But
Ooh,
you
that
can't be
sounds
sleeping all fucking day, you fat ass.
okay, give me a sausage,
have to-
please.
No, you had sausage yesterday. We need these sausages to get more people in the gang.
Okay.
And I know how many sausages I gave you, so don't eat them on the way.
Yep. I understand, Tosher. I will try not to eat them.
'Cause we're gonna get sweet rolls tonight if you don't eat all the sausages.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
true.
Mm.
It was the baker we were going to take this morning. Or tonight.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're hitting the bakers, or one of them.
No, it's not
So
a currency.
What?
I'm answering.
Oh, sausage. Oh, okay, sorry.
Sausage is not a currency.
Not a currency, but it is kind of for us.
But it is
Yeah.
for them right now because they basically don't have money because they're street urchins living on the top of our roof at the moment.
Yeah. So, Tosher, is there any plans for me to maybe have some clothes? Or a t-shirt or something like that?
Yeah, you've seen these brown big stains all over the shirt.
Kind of does a little sigh again and turns towards Lana. And it looks like he's gonna snap his fingers at her, but he thinks better of himself and just holds his hands out. Do you still have the coin purse?
yeah.
Yeah. Give Gurren some. Oh, what were they called? Buckles.
Crowns, buckles. Yeah.
You give him a few buckles so he can get himself a new shirt or something.
Ooh.
Fine.
I will not
Money-
recruit any people if I have old blood.
Blood
on
all
my-
over you.
Yeah.
You look pretty intimidating, though.
He does.
Oh. You see a little bit of grin smile. His like mouth just smiles even larger because of his disfigured mouth. It becomes even larger when it smiles, and he just, I like the idea. Intimidation.
Don't throw that away. Keep it. It'll be useful later. And
Keep it, but get one that doesn't smell. Here. And she'll give you, like, how many did I get?
We
I
got.
forget.
I wrote it up, or didn't we? Someone wrote it up.
You should have
2 silver crowns
Yeah.
and 45 buckles.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how much a shirt costs, but I'll give you 20 buckles.
So he's gonna come back into like a silk gown or something.
Here, I guess this. And she'll, like, dump a bunch in your hands, and I roughly estimate 20. But I'm keeping these shiny ones. Those are mine.
Grin is like shocked, looking in his hands. Haven't seen this much money
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
He just, do I buy things with this?
Yeah, I guess. When I'm sneaking around and like trying stealing food, sometimes I see them like hand it to them and they give them stuff.
Ah, I always fought for my food. This might be a good change in my life. So where should I put it? Because I don't have any pockets.
Oh, that's a problem.
And Tasha sighs, walks up to him, takes the packet of food, opens it up, grabs the coins from his hands, and drops them in the pouch, and then closes it again, and hands it back.
Oh, thank you.
And then he mutters curses and mumbles weird words, and just...
Tosher, don't be angry. I'm just newly awake, please.
No.
It's ringing in my ears because I'm still a little bit... What do you call it? The grown-ups call it hangover.
You don't have
hungover.
hangover. You don't have hangover. You just ate bacon. You're just lazy.
Bacon coma.
But was awake way over my curfew.
We don't have curfews. We do what we want. Go ahead.
These muscles doesn't build themselves.
Yeah, well, they're not getting any bigger just standing here eating sausages, are they?
True.
So, get out and do what you're supposed to do, and I'll go do what I'm supposed to do. And we'll meet up here at... Look, do they have, like, the bells in the city? Do they ring every hour or something?
Nope. They do.
Okay.
They do ring at the end of each day. So when the sun sets,
Okay.
it starts ringing to
Yeah.
mark off that. Yeah, stop selling stuff. Except for a few places.
End of day.
Yeah, we'll meet up here at end of days or end of market or whatever they call it, and make sure to tell all the kids you can find that they're supposed to meet us here tomorrow night, because we can't take them on the heist we do tonight, but we're gonna take them on the next heist. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Who are
so,
we telling them that they're joining?
Yeah, we need to have an. We can't say, "Come and join us."
We don't have a name.
No.
Do we need a name? We can think of a
Be the
name later.
nameless.
Yeah. That works.
That's weird. Is that weird?
You're weird.
Shh! Shut up. You're weird.
I'm not weird. I'm cool. I need to
Yeah, you keep
look-
telling yourself that.
We don't need a name just yet. Kind of gets a little irate.
So
You want-
just join us. That's
Good.
dumb.
No, they don't
I
have
want
to
to
join
call
that.
us the Rugrats.
We're not
'cause
the
I like that.
Rugrats. We're
Oh,
not
come
Rugrats.
on. It's cool.
No,
Actually sounds a bit cute.
we're not supposed to be cute.
What's
think-
How?
Layla?
How?
What's that lab? Anyway, thank you for following. What's a Wayward? No.
Oh, you killed me again, Sarah. Oh, coughing and laughing
I'm
same time.
sorry. I can't handle everybody's like different handles. I am super bad at guessing what they're saying. Like, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But thank you for following. We appreciate it. We really do. And I'm sorry for butchering it. That's one of the things that you get from watching us. Ding. Yeah, I know. You don't have to call me out. Whew, I'm sorry for killing you. Yes. Okay. Who's next?
yep.
Well, Tasha's getting a bit worked up here. Like, we're not supposed to be cute. We're supposed to be fierce and scary. How else are we gonna get all the other gangs to leave us alone and to give up their turfs? No one's gonna buy protection from the Rugrats.
Fine.
Just tell them that we're starting a new gang and they can't tell anyone else about it because it's secret and we're gonna take over everything. But they
Ooh,
have
it's
to,
invite only.
yeah, because they're special. Remember this.
What kind of characters are we going to look for?
Oh, we need everyone. We
Okay.
need big. He kind of like points towards Gren. We need big stupid ones, and we need like tiny fast ones. And he points towards Lana, and we need lockpicks, and we need points to Nomi, and we need everyone.
All right.
So it claps his hand. Everyone good. Everyone knows what they're doing.
I think
Sounds
so.
Good.
Great. And then he heads over towards where they have the rope dangling down.
Yep.
And I have a few things to do, and I'll find you guys either up here at the end of the day or at the what's it called, the marketplace. Once I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he kicks down the rope, and you see he makes like doubly sure that he has all the glass shanks, and he has the meat cleaver thing, and kind of checks that everything is still sharp before he starts climbing down the rope.
So now when Tosher is gone, where should we go now? Start walking? Should market? And Green just pulls a sausage from the bag and takes a chew on it.
You're gonna get spanked.
Or you're gonna get spanked.
Right.
No idea.
Should we go?
Yeah, let's go to the market and find you a shirt.
Yeah. I like the imitate words, and I go.
Does
alright.
Nomi follow?
Yeah. I follow, but a bit behind, like a bit distracted,
Okay. Sure.
trying to keep an eye out for guards and so on.
Oh. Yeah. By now, Tosher, when you come down to the ground level, or to the street level, you don't have to walk that far to notice that there are a lot of city patrols which are usually they're usually dressed in like leather pieces and metal pieces that cover their chests and stuff like that. And you see that it's the lowest rank, but some of them do have a little bit fancier like attire on them, especially when it comes to their shoulder pads or shoulder. Is it called shoulder pads?
The pauldrons.
The what?
Ooh.
Pauldrons.
Pauldrons. Pauldrons.
No?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those. I learn something every day.
Yes.
Those are a little bit fancier the higher the rank, and you notice that.
Ooh.
So the lowest of the rank. Oh my God! Yes, it's my husband. Everybody
Yay!
say hi to my husband.
Bass! Bass! Bass bass!
Bass bass, bass bass. Um.
I think you are a bit
need
low.
to? I have to raise it up. Do I have to? I have to talk like this, I think, which is so annoying for me because I'm not used to this. But maybe this works.
It might be easier
better.
if you just lower all of our voices a little bit. I think we are louder than you.
Oh, you're thinking smart.
Oh, you did a brain. You did a brain.
Did a brain?
Sometimes.
Did a brain thing.
No.
Yes.
Oh, that's a big no from chat. This was
Better.
not better.
No.
No.
I don't know what that means.
Me neither.
I can still hear you on the stream.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Volume
Oh,
is
it's
perfect, right? Meow.
Meow. Okay. I'm gonna go. That's good. Let's go on that one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah. So
Whatever.
you see that because there are like different tiers of city patrol in this city. It's the same for the military. They have the same rank system and stuff, but so you notice a lot of them being abattoirs. That's the lowest level that they're called. And then you have sergeants that are just above that control the foot soldiers if you like. And then you have captains, and those are not really, you don't see them often. You've seen him, you know who it is by just seeing him, but you don't know him by name, I would say, necessarily. But yeah, you see a lot of activity from the crown's side and such. And the same goes for the rest of you. You notice that as well. As soon as you turn a corner and just find yourself closer to the main street of Stonelake, yeah, you notice there's added supervision.
This isn't good. We need to find a shirt immediately. Lana,
Yep.
All right, let's go.
do you know where we find these kind of what do you call them? Stores?
Stalls.
Stalls.
Yeah, you would find them at the marketplace, which is I think it's Clay Square. I called it. Just have to check my notes. Where am
I'm
I?
not really like what you would
Yeah,
call
Claire.
a fashionista.
Claire Square.
I don't
Clay
steal clothes. Just food.
Yeah. But I thought you maybe know where we buy clothes.
Probably somewhere around where the food is.
We look?
Yeah.
Yeah. We take a
Unless
look there.
Nomi knows. Do you know fashion, Nomi?
Nomi, do you know where we can find clothes?
I just looked like completely like startled and like what? No.
Okay,
Where
I have
did you
another.
get what you're wearing?
You're disappearing. We can't hear you.
Huh?
Your audio cut out.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
that's fine.
I broke the what's it called? The thing that holds the mic the other day.
The boom
So-
thingy.
Yes.
So first you destroyed your camera, and now you.
Yeah, it's
going
not really
great.
working out for me right now. Everything is just broken.
Oh, I'm gonna start
Uh,
streaming! Yay! Oops.
Yay!
It's fine.
Uh,
We hear you now.
Yeah, good. Well, I made this from like an old sack.
Oh yeah, we all
Ah.
did.
Yeah,
So-
that
I
makes
think-
sense.
So I kind of made it myself.
It's much nicer than mine. Mine is just brown and dirty and now with a lot of blood, but yours is a little cleaner.
Well, yeah, I take care of my clothes. Or
I don't.
at least try to.
All right.
So I guess let's go to the market and look. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think that is a good suggestion.
Right. Let's see. Should we do you guys first, or should we do the sneaky stuff guy first?
I think the sneaky stuff guy first because he was he went
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, because yeah, you might think that you're out of the woods, but no, I am.
Of course I am.
No, you're not,
I have
because
plans.
because you chose to walk around with the meat cleaver.
I mean, it's hidden under the thingy.
Is
Yeah.
it though?
Yes, it is. Of course it is.
Under the thingy, you have to be
Yeah,
more specific here.
His his burlap cloak thing. What's it
Uh-huh.
called?
Cloak.
Oh, cloak. Cloak's a good word.
I got something before you.
Yeah.
I'm amazing.
Yeah. So and
Point to Sarah.
Yes.
and he has it strapped up under his armpit, so he can't really pull it out quickly, but it's carried up high so it doesn't dangle below his knees.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna ask you to roll a stealth or
Yep.
deceive roll.
I have to check the character. Let's see. Like, oh, I can roll deceive
Because I do not trust you.
You do not. I am always trustworthy.
Yeah.
And I roll a fair, and I have deceive that is +3, so I get a +5
Oh,
in total.
+5
And-
in total?
Yes,
God damn you.
I can't remember what +5 meant.
Damn him and the horse he rode up on.
What are you whispering about?
Ooh, subscribed.
Hey, hey. Hey, thank you.
Squalpin. I did it right. Right?
Yeah, you did right.
Skvalpin.
You did it right.
Skvalpin?
Yeah,
I'm-
exactly. It's not
I
that
don't know.
easy, is it?
Ta-da!
Squalpin. Yeah,
did it right.
Why did I sound Scottish or try to?
Dadalicious. Is that their other name?
yeah, well, he's called that delicious.
Ooh,
I
like that.
Nice.
sounds freaky. Yeah, thank you so much for the subscribe. Thank you. It really helps out. Mhm.
So a +5 is a superb.
Yes, I
Oh,
know,
holy shit.
and I
Yeah,
hate you for
I
it.
had to- Because I ruin everything. Because
Yeah.
I'm so good.
Yep. You managed to carry it around. For some reason, these guards are really.
Ooh, I'm just a little tiny kid.
Yeah,
that
you're just
no
a
one really.
runt that they don't give a
Yeah.
damn about at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he kind of like hugs the walls and tries to look as like small and inconspicuous as possible.
Incognito. All right.
Uh,
Yeah.
And I just remembered we didn't really talk about where this person lives.
I would say he lives on the. Oh shit! Yeah, since he's
Or
documented as well. Let's see.
uh,
I think I would say right down below Bayside Point, which is the district right above you guys.
okay, so okay,
So
Mm.
right below there is a garrison, basically. And I would say that he would live in one of those houses there.
or
So.
huts or whatever.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, Tosher kind of he sneaks up towards this, what do you call it, refugee point or collection point area type thing,
Okay.
where this well, bonus grandpa person lives.
Yeah.
Bonus grandpa, I love it.
Yeah, and he heads up towards where he lives, and he doesn't knock on a door or something. He knows this area pretty well, so he like, kind of sneaks in on the backside or something. He just opens the door and walks in.
Yeah. And it's
Mm.
open. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
And he sits in a really rocky bad chair, squeaky chair. And you've noticed that his eyesight has started to disappear, so he just relies on sound at the moment, because you see that he reacts to the door opening,
Mm.
but he's looking in the wrong direction, kind
Oh.
of. So,
I kind of like clears his throat a little bit when he walks in.
Sure, is that you?
It's me, Grandpa. I got some food for you. And he
Aww.
with like a little softer voice than he usually employs when he screams at people. And he like
How did you get it?
he like what do you call it in English? Like hippy taps up towards the chair where he sits,
Mm-hmm.
and like takes out the two sausages and puts them in his lap. We
Oh,
never mind that. We found some food, and I took some for you.
I am very grateful to have you. I hope you know that.
If he could see him, he'll see like the biggest smile on his face. And say, we're gonna get more. We're gonna get more food tonight. We're gonna get some bread and some sweet rolls. and
Oh, so
I'll
you
bring some back.
started it.
He kind of like the thing that small kids do when they kind of
Oh, yeah,
giggles and
yeah.
blushes and like turns away. Like, yeah, I've finally got the plan going.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that.
I have a big plan.
Of course you do.
He kind of giggles again.
That's my boy.
Jumps up and down a bit. And so we're gonna get more food tonight, and I have a big plan so we can pin all this on one of the other gangs.
Oh.
So they're gonna get all the blame, and when everyone's going after them, we're gonna do all the other stuff, and we're gonna get all the other guys to fight themselves, and then we can get them all. It's gonna be fun.
It sounds like fun.
Jumps up
It sounds like you're going to have a lot of fun.
Yeah, he left. Yeah, we're in, and when we're done, we're gonna start. We're gonna start tearing down all the false stuff that they're lying about, and we're gonna start it up from the ground again, like you told me.
Yes, but I also told you to be careful. I hope you understand that. Because they do not play around. You know this.
He kind of pouts and starts like, what do you call it? Like washing his hands, not
Yeah.
washing, but yeah, wringing his hands. And I'm being careful. We just have to work. If we don't if we don't do this fast, it's never gonna happen. But we're being careful, and they're all the other guys are doing what I tell them.
That's good.
So it's all gonna work. But Grandpa, I have to go. I have stuff to
Yes.
do for tonight.
You have
but-
much things to spread. Yes, I get it.
And he kind of pats him on his lap and like, nudges the sausages closer to his hands.
Thank you.
And that, no, you got food now, and I'll come back tomorrow or the day after with more food, and I'll tell you all the fun stuff that we're doing. And it kind of jumps up and down again. But
I would
I'll
love to
be right.
hear it.
I'll be back, Grandpa. Bye bye.
Okay.
And then like
Bye bye.
he turns around and scoots out.
That's a little baby boy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yep, I like that. That's really cute.
Wow.
Yep.
Tosher has a heart.
Who would
Maybe.
have- who would have- who would have known?
Yeah.
Join the Toshi. Okay.
Well,
yeah.
the day's not over yet.
New.
And when he heads out, he takes like the same back roads that he took to get up here to head down towards, well, I guess the marketplace
Yeah.
where,
Clay Square.
or-
yeah.
where the Stone Gang usually hangs out, and to start his surveillance.
All right. Yep. Okay. So meanwhile, in the market place, actually, you. Chat, stop it! You're bringing me out of the day. No, don't stop it. It's hilarious. I love it. Creepy unicorn stalker. No. You managed to find your way into the busy market, and it's not just a market. It's actually the town square or the district square. So you have the halls, which is the church in this religion, and you have also a plateau where executions and theaters are held and performed up on those, but it's nobody there at the moment. And you also have a courthouse, or the district court, that lies right around there as well. And lastly, you have the Ancestor Square, which is a place where there are dozens of statues that stand under a tarp, basically. And people go to this place to put flowers down or honor their heroes. And the thing about this place is that nobody can change those statues. So if you would remove one of the statues, you would get executed right away. No question about it. So no king, no queen, nothing. Nobody can take down a statue once it's been raised. So yeah, and it's very individual to the different places that you come from. And for you guys, there is one which the king and queen are really pissed off about. It is the statue of the riot starter 20 years ago, Rick Haven, who was the Queen's brother, and he started the rebellion in Stonelake. But before that he was a very known and respected figure of the community. So, but you don't see a lot of flowers there because people are a little bit reluctant to show their support to usurper, basically. So yeah, and on this area between all of these places, there are market stalls and people walking around, and you see several little carts, and their little what's it called? Just like to.
How's it going?
It's going
Words.
great.
Words! Yay!
You're
That
doing
stuff.
great.
Thank you. It's basically a makeshift tent. It's not a tent, but it's a tent.
Pavilion.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
It's not super fancy, but whatever. Yeah, it works. And you see that there are some older ladies that are. There are some older ladies who sell like knitted sweaters and stuff like that, and yeah, different kinds of shops.
So I will go in front of the group because I'm a little bit taller and bigger than the other two.
Mhm.
And I push myself so I can look, like, take a sneak peek on what kind of stall that is in front of me, and then I go to the next one, push me, see if it has clothes.
Oh,
Or something like
dear almighty, what? Are you okay, son?
What?
There is a girl, a woman, right behind.
No, are you talking to me?
Yes, she's looking at you and she's like, "Are you okay, son?"
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Are you bleeding right now? That looks old. But are you? Did you hit yourself? Are you okay? Did somebody
Look at-
stab you?
Look at my face. A lot of punches on my face.
Oh my gosh.
So,
you poor
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I know. Really poor.
Yes,
You-
really
you
poor.
Do you have any clothes that I could change?
Oh dear.
these-
Oh dear. I mean, I don't have anything that I can just give you, but I do have this shirt that I actually messed it up pretty bad with the stitches and stuff like that, so it started to unwind. But would that work? I don't know. Just-
Wait! I have something. Maybe that could help. And he looks like looks what he has there. He sees the buckles, and he said, What kind of food are we having? Do we have bacon there? Dry meat, bacon. What kind of in the bag?
Bacon? How about bacon?
Bacon.
Here, have a bacon.
Oh,
salted
dried-
pork.
I take.
Pocket bacon.
Did you say assaulted pork or did
Yes,
you say
I said assaulted pork.
Assaulted.
Salted
Yes.
pork.
I mean, isn't it?
I don't have
Well,
much.
yeah.
I don't have much, but here is some bacon.
Oh dear, oh dear. You know what? Here, okay? And she leans down beneath the counter or the wagon and pulls out a little bit of stuff, and then she brings up a it is a very washed down kind of purple blue hued it's a tunic, start of a tunic, and it's malfunctioned mostly here around the arm, so there's a large hole in there, but she hands it over to you and just keep the pork, and but just don't tell anybody that you got this from me, okay?
Thank the wanderer.
Blessed be you too. I hope they watch over you.
I back away and have eye contact with her all the time, and thank her all the same, and then move away from the crowd. And I look at Lana. I found a fool.
Yeah?
I think if you go to that stall, we change. I have bloody clothes, and you go with these bloody clothes, and you go there. You may get this kind of tunics.
Oh my god.
It's fancy
Let's
pantsy.
try it.
It's fancy.
Yeah.
fancy.
Here, give me
High
your shirt.
fashion. High fashion, indeed.
Mhm.
We go to the corner, and I try it on. Does it fit,
Yeah.
or is it baggy? she make-
It's not baggy. It's actually very fitting for your figure. Yeah.
I like the
So
color.
you don't know if it was meant for a woman or for you, but whatever.
What do you think? This purple blue tunic.
It brings out
And
your
I-
eyes.
Brings out your eyes.
Brings out your teeth.
Yeah,
All your teeth.
they shine well with it.
Mhm. I think it looks okay. I don't know. Naomi, what do you think?
I think we should get out of here soon. It's too much crowd.
I want to go see if they'll give me a shirt.
Yeah, here.
It's risky.
Take this bloody shirt and go
It'll be
try.
fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we
We
try.
put it on over her clothes because she's like swimming in his shirt.
Wait,
until-
wait,
Oh.
Lana. We need to have some
What?
dirt on you also. Wait,
I already have dirt on me.
it's a bit more. And I
A bit
press a
more.
little bit more dirt.
Okay. Alright.
Now, let's do
This
this.
is a really
Okay.
bad idea.
I'll try to weasel my way up to the stall
Oh yeah, you
again.
do. You do.
I'll just look.
Puppy dog eyes.
Uh-huh.
Oh dear.
She-
Are you wearing the same shirt?
What?
Said this was like a
No.
really bad idea.
This is I got in a really bad scrape with somebody. They didn't like the way I looked because my clothes are all baggy, you know.
Yeah, I understand, sweetie. Unfortunately, I cannot help you, but I hope you know that the halls are always open for you. I'm sure
Yeah.
they may have some food or anything like that. A place to sleep for the
She
night.
she starts pulling at her clothes and
Yeah, she looks like, kind of like white guilt. Yeah. Kind of like that. It's like, "Ugh, I want to help, but I can't. I don't know what to
what have I
do."
started?
Yeah, it's like, ooh, yeah. So
You look
Yeah.
Grin. When you look backwards towards Grin, you see Grin doing like this.
You can do it.
I'm so sorry.
Like
dear.
batting her eyes.
You are very cute. I agree, but
But my
I have
shirt's all
to-
bloody.
yes, I understand. But you have to understand. I'm trying to make a living here. I have 2 kids. Michael! Yay!
I'm a kid too.
Oh,
Yay! Yeah, I understand, sweetheart, but But
I don't even know who my mom is.
Oh, no. Understandable. Um,
You draw that card. That's nice.
All I have is my pet rat Skips.
oh. Oh dear.
All I have in the
start
world.
to make my way towards Lana and try to grab her arm. Like, we need to get going.
But. She just like starts to get a little bit angry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Fine,
Sue.
you're a mean lady anyways. And like walks away.
I'm just putting my hands like this. Grin is just. What happened?
She was mean to me.
No,
out
she
the
was
blazer.
not. She was just trying to save herself, like some sort of. She can't just give away everything.
Ah.
Why
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
She has stuff and I don't. I should be able to get that same stuff.
Yeah,
That's
that
how
is.
that should work.
It should work, but it doesn't.
Ah,
We need to get going
Anyway.
and.
she's a meanie head and I never want to see
Fine.
her again. Unless I'm
Aw.
stealing from her.
Oh.
We need to find Tosha.
Yeah. Steal from her next time. Yes.
No!
She makes these
Yeah.
fine clothes. Then we can make. Yeah, I think this is a good idea, Lana. We steal from her next time.
Yeah.
I like.
See? Great idea.
She was
deserves it
actually
anyway.
kind. No, she does not. She was actually kind. Don't. Ah!
But not to me.
Kindness is fullness.
She tried. We need to find Tosher now, so can we please get going?
Okay,
Oh, fine.
fine. We move.
You all forgot that what Tasha asked you to do.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
look
they
for
were like food.
I while I'm eating on the half-eaten sausage. Meanwhile, I'm looking for other urchins around the market.
Yeah, you see a couple. Not a lot. You notice that some of them are trying to basically case some sort of group of people that's standing nearby, and they're kind of like, we're gonna totally steal them. You kind of hear that, steal from them, stuff like that. So yeah, it's just regular stuff, basically.
Just another day in paradise.
Oh yes.
Lana, I think that's your
Yeah.
crowd.
What's my crowd?
The boys and girls that's stealing over there. They're sneaking.
You're right.
Yeah,
I'll go talk to him.
I think that is
Me
a
and
good idea.
Skips.
Do so.
Alright. I'll go over to the kids where they're just looking like they are trying to plan out how they're gonna steal, or are they currently stealing?
Oh, they're casing it, so they're like, maybe if I
Okay.
go that way, and maybe if you go that way, kind of. But they
Alright.
are significantly younger than you.
Alright. I'll try and sneak up on them.
You scared the crap out of them.
Yeah.
Maybe if I can scare them, they'll realize that I am a better sneaker than them, so they want my help.
Yeah. Okay.
Better.
So do I make a roll for that, or
They're not really they're not really focusing on anything, so I would say that it's an automatic win.
okay?
So you managed.
So I'll I'll sneak up on them where they're casing the joint, and I'll just be like, "You guys are really bad at hiding." Shh! Don't be giving away your spot. You're not that bad.
Shut up! You don't know what we're doing. Get your own place.
Yeah. Well, if you had somebody that was a little bit better at what you guys are trying to do, maybe you would have more food.
We got food.
Do ya? How much?
Ain't gonna tell you because you're not one of us, so go.
You don't have enough to last the winter, do you?
How long is it until that time?
It's a long time, and you don't have enough food to get you till then.
Is that like 2
And it's gonna be
weeks?
cold.
Or is it a day?
It's a lot longer than 2 weeks. It's like
They're
it's like
disgusting.
5 weeks.
Disgusting. 5 weeks? How much is that?
Yeah, this many. This many.
Five.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Tell you what,
What's your point?
I'll cut you a deal.
Oh.
I'll cut you a deal. So, if you guys join our gang, you'll have food for more than this many.
Oh.
That's a lot.
Oh, she's one of those
And-
guys. Yeah. Yeah. No, thank you.
And then I can, no thank you. Excuse you.
We work better on
What are
our
you
own.
guys trying to do here? I'm doing the same thing, but I'm better than you.
We don't want to work for you. No.
I don't want to work for anybody.
Yes, you do.
Nah. I already have a lot of money, see? She jingles her pouch.
Yeah, you're not
I
gonna
stole
betray
this.
that. Do I know that word?
I'm
No,
not.
I don't. You're not gonna make us believe you. No.
Oh, yeah? So
Yeah.
what are you guys doing then? How are you guys going to survive the winter?
I don't know. Go and
Well, I
talk
hope you
to a
like
grandma.
dying in the gutter, because that's what's going to happen.
Not if you
Because
die
you guys
there
can't
first.
stay quiet. I won't, because I'm better than you. Watch this. I'll sneak up there and I'll steal it. Way better than you
can't
could.
do that.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I could. Because you guys are so loud. You guys can't do what I do, because I'm the best.
And you see how the group is moving away. But you're distracting us. Go away. Old lady.
That's because you guys are very distractible. See,
up.
you guys are pathetic.
You're
you need a
pathetic.
group to keep you alive.
You're a pathetic. You're pathetic.
No. It's pathetic. Anyway, yeah. Well, you guys know where the butcher shop is?
No.
What's a good landmark that maybe they would know?
Well, Clay Square, where you are right now.
Well, we'll be back here, and if you guys want to join us, we'll be here, and you guys can come.
Yeah.
If you don't want to die this winter.
Ugh.
As if. Whatever.
Blah 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 blah. Old
She'll
lady.
walk away,
Yeah.
like with her hands on her hips. They didn't want to
That
join.
went well. That went well.
Why?
I don't know. They said they didn't want to work for us.
Know me?
Yeah.
It's maybe your crowd.
Yeah, don't change crowds. Just use the same one.
What?
Maybe, yeah.
How is that my crowd? I don't have any crowd.
Because they're grumpy.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Tosher, did you go to the square as well?
Yeah, the more the outskirts. He's trying to find a
Okay.
either one of the gang members who's alone or just one or two of them in a group
Okay.
who's hopefully some low-ranking gutter runner trash.
You look around and nowhere. Which is odd because they are on this this turf basically all the time. At least one of them. But you notice that nobody's there.
Maybe my plan worked too well.
Oh no!
Well, he spends some time trying to look around and see if he can spot any of them, or if he can spot any of the carts and vendors that has any piece of cloth that is approximately the same color as their scarves.
Okay. Yeah, make me a notice roll or investigation, one of them.
I have to find my thingy. I have notice +1, and we'll do the roll. And I get a total of +1 because I rolled a 0.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be an average.
Yeah. You look around. You don't really see. You don't really see something that is the same. Well, you do see like some sort of what would that be called? Well, maybe some fabric that you think kind of looks the same in the color. Maybe, yeah.
Is it like a big roll of it, or is it just a tiny bit, or
It's a little bit.
a little
It's
bit?
like maybe 2 meters or something like that.
So just a packet about yay
Yeah,
big.
Yeah.
Is it on one of the carts?
Yeah, on
Or-
one of the cart stalls. Yes.
He tries to like sneak up towards the cart, and he kind of tries to hide a little bit and wait until someone else comes up to talk to the vendor, so he can grab it and put it under his cloak and dash away.
Okay, yeah, make me stealth roll.
Or stealth or burglary.
I would
Either
say
works, 'cause I-
stealth first at least.
I got the same skill in both of them.
Okay, yeah.
Yay! I like this dice roller.
I
It's
don't
much nicer towards me than the Foundry one is.
I'm rolling in Foundry. It's horrible.
Yeah, and I know. Foundry's die roller hates us.
Oh
So,
my
I
god,
got-
are you kidding me?
I got a +3, and I have +1 in stealth, so that makes a +4, which is
A very good success, which means that I have to give you shit.
yeah, it's a great success. It's a Borat roll.
Yeah. You managed to do that. You distract the vendor is distracted temporarily, and you manage to just whoop, grab the piece of fabric and bring it with you. Nobody sees it. You son of a bitch.
Yay.
My plans are coming to
This
fruition.
DM is never better. I've never been better. Salty.
And then after not pocketed but hid that under his cloak.
Yeah, you're walking
Yeah.
really weird now, just so you know.
Yeah, but he is weird, so he's a tiny, scarred up, ugly street kid with a limp. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, he kind of he spends a little time still looking around the whole courtyard. What's the word? Um,
Square.
yeah, the square, and see if he can't see anyone that he recognizes
Yes,
that
you do.
that has.
After a while, you see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Oh.
not being sneaky.
And he kind of sneaks up towards the rest of the gang, and like, what are you just standing around here for? Sticking out like a Thor's thumb.
Where did you come from?
Well, I am being sneaky. So how many have you gotten? How many kids have you gotten to join us?
Well, Mags was just gonna, well, not Mags, Nomi was just gonna go talk to these kids.
They didn't seem very interested. But I guess I could try. So I...
Well,
I...
Have you already talked to them?
Tasha,
Yeah, Lana did.
Tasha, when
But
you
they
look,
were really rude to me.
when you look at the kids, you notice they're about 5 years old. They're small.
Okay.
They're tiny.
Hey, those kids?
Yeah.
Well, what
Those kids.
What the hell are we gonna use 4-year-olds for?
They're
They're small and easily controlled. Come on.
You're gonna throw them in through a window and hope they don't break their neck on the way down?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a little kid.
not my idea.
Hey, you were the one that told me to go talk to them. Credit where credit is due.
Do I have to do everything myself?
Why? How many kids have you got?
I did other stuff. He pulls out the little bundle of fabric and
Yeah.
shoves it towards Grin. Here, you carry
So
this.
that's a big fat 0.
Look what I got. And I show my shirt.
Yeah.
Tunic.
Looks pretty good,
See?
actually.
See? It's nice.
Now, okay. Everyone breaks up into. We all break up into, like, we walk alone and we all try to at least find a few kids our own age, and we try to tell them that we're gonna start a new gang that's gonna be a lot better than the old gangs. There's not gonna be any beatings. We're not gonna take all the things they steal. We're just gonna take a little cut that we use to make life better for everyone. Okay? We're not gonna try to talk to 5-year-olds. But
I think groups of 2 would be better. That way we're not splitting the party that much.
well, just go do stuff. Have anyone seen any of the, like, the other gang, the Stones?
Nope.
I don't think so.
See, my plan is working, because they're afraid to go out because the guards found the scarf that we left the butchers. So they're all scared to go out because they're gonna get caught by the guards.
Ooh.
See, my plan's already working. So
Okay.
How do they know that we left the scarf there and the guards are looking for them?
What are you guys doing? You hear and you see a shadow above, or just a shadow falls down on Tosher and Nomi, and you notice this very tall, dark, very mysterious guy if you just look at him quickly. But you guys know who this is. This is one of the city patrols, and his name is Harley, and he is the guy that you threw.
Oh yeah, for the mud and the
Yeah, the mud
gravel
pile.
at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
on last night, and he stands there, and yeah, he is.
Well,
Looks down at
shit.
you guys with a little smirk.
Tasha spins around with his hands kind of outstretched in front of him. Well, what do you care?
You know I care about it. Whatever. What? Are you okay? You seemed a little bit rattled yesterday, Tasha.
Well, you can't just jump out at people and try to arrest them because we haven't done anything.
Why did you think I was gonna arrest you?
Because you're a guard. Look at you. You're fat and ugly.
Oh no, slam on me.
It's okay. Fat is a compliment.
Yes.
Look at me. I'm skinny and sad.
Are you skinny and sad? Yeah,
You're fat and happy. I want to be fat and happy.
I am super happy. Yes. I love standing in the rain, and I love walking around asking you guys innate questions, but sure, yeah. So,
Well,
What
if
are you up to?
you're so fat and happy, do you have any food to give us? We're hungry.
if I have any food,
We haven't
well,
eat-
like I've
we haven't
told you.
We haven't eaten for fucking weeks, and you know what's it called? The hall, was it?
Oh, yeah, the whole.
Yeah, it points towards that general direction. And those bastards in there, they won't give us anything because we're not cute enough and we're not happy enough.
Oh, you know that is not the truth.
That is true. 'Cause
No, it's
they never
not.
give me shit.
Oh, come on. You know that they have saved several of your friends.
My kind. Was that what you were gonna
I
say?
did not say that, poor
You were
child.
gonna say that.
No, Tasha.
Like, you're just like all the other gangs around here. You're just big meanies walking around, throwing your power around and stuff.
Are you done?
Are you done?
I might be.
Hmm.
So what did you guys
Fat, happy,
do
and
yesterday?
But
Yesterday?
Fun yesterday.
Well, when I met you.
he points towards Grin. Well, he got his ass whooped by the fucking Stones gag, so we had to run around all night looking for new clothes for him, looking for bandages and stuff. And where were you? You didn't do anything. You always let them guys get away with everything.
So please explain to me, Tasha, why they are not here.
Well,
Why
how
they
the
are inside the district court at the moment, trying to make sure that they are not executed.
he
Did
kind of
you
grins.
have something to do with this?
Oh yeah, because look at us, like a big stupid potato head and a tiny little rat lover and me. What the hell are we gonna do? We just kicked his ass yesterday.
Don't forget the grumpy.
Oh. Like
Alright.
if they're in court because they did something stupid, then they fucking deserve it. And I hope they hang. Because they beat the shit out of us yesterday.
You know, Tasha, that they will not just hang in that case. You know that.
They destroyed my tunic. Look
Yeah.
at my new tunic. And I show
It's
it off.
very
Look,
dashing.
look. Feel it.
It looks very dashing. It does.
Mhm.
Grin, was it?
You know my name.
Well,
Tasha kind of mumbles under his breath, so that's not your name. And the kind of gets a
anyway,
little dark
I am
look
a
in his
little
eyes.
bit interested in knowing exactly what you were doing with the the Stone Gang or whatever it is you call each other. What did you do
I
with them yesterday?
I stepped
Fighting?
forward and tried to well, we were just trying to get ourselves some food in like the while everyone was distracted by whatever was happening
Yeah.
then.
Just taking advantage of the moment, you know?
Yeah.
And they like every time when we try to get something, some of you guys always come along and beat the shit out of us, and
We are
Take what
not
we got.
No.
you're
we-
a fucking you're in the biggest gang in the city.
Tosher, I thought we were. I am just trying to help this district. I
Here.
am trying to do my best to
Yeah,
help
well-
all of you.
Fat lot of good that does. He kind of pokes at his belly. Like, you're fat and happy, and we had to eat like rotten pears. How do you pronounce it? Pears.
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 Rotten fruit yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I understand that life is not easy. I come from some very similar
Mm.
situations. There are ways to get out of it.
Oh, that triggers Nomi like hell. She gets pissed off and walks up to what was his
Harley.
name?
Hardly.
Yeah, Harley, and starts pointing in his face and like, "You don't know nothing about this."
Oh, she's angry.
Yes. You don't know how it is to live like this. You don't know nothing. You're a privileged idiot.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Tasha's
Green,
to walk back.
Green takes Nomi's shoulders, and I think it's enough for you, and tries to pull her way backwards, just to.
Grin, what are you thinking that I will do? I will not hit a child for being a little bit discouraged with her own situation. No. But I do have a question.
don't care if you hit me or what. I should hit you for being such a dumb, ignorant idiot.
I wish you don't.
Tasha looks over towards where the 5-year-old, the gang of toddlers were.
Yeah, they're
Gang
gone.
of toddlers.
Okay. Fuck. He was hoping to be able to catch them in the act of stealing something, so he could
Oh,
direct his attention elsewhere.
Can I ask a question?
Mhm.
A bit.
Mhm.
Why are you questioning us? Why?
oh, okay, in character. Okay, yes.
Oh.
Okay.
Why?
Why I'm questioning you?
Because
Well,
he's
I
a
have-
privileged asshole that just questions everyone that's not as privileged as himself.
Yes. That and I have to do this as this is part of my job and assignment. I have to question people about certain
Yeah, well,
things.
you don't believe us anyway, so what
yes,
the hell?
I
Why
do
should we?
believe you. All I
Yeah.
want,
Tosher, I want to hear what he's saying.
all I
Shh.
want is to know where were you last night and did you perchance run into not only the Stone Gang or whatever it's called, did you also run into a little girl named Kyla?
The matter of fact, yes. In
You
one
did.
certain
Yeah,
regard.
they whooped her when they whooped him.
Exactly.
But that's none of your business.
I am sorry, but it is my business, Nomi.
What did she do?
No.
Well, that is up for the district court and the judges to decide, but she showed up at the granite slab, and well, we had to take her and take care of her. So she got a very nasty head wound.
Yeah, because they whooped her, and you
Yeah.
didn't do anything about it.
No, I
We
stepped in
are doing
instead.
it.
Hmm.
We
I
are
stepped
doing
in.
things.
Painful.
Yeah, you're doing things after we already got whooped and people got hurt. You're never there to stop anything. You're never there to help us. You're just a big meanie.
Yeah,
Exactly.
meanie head.
Okay. Good. All right. But where did you end up after? Where did you go?
Yeah, like we were gonna tell you where we live, so
No.
you can come and raid us like you did the other like
I
the
did
snow
not
caps
raid
up
you.
there.
No.
No, you raided the other guys.
Yes,
You
I
know,
do agree that was
up in
attack.
Slate Street because you know where they live. So we're not gonna tell you shit, and you can't do anything about it. And we don't want to talk to you no more because you're ugly and you smell.
Fantastic.
What he said.
Yeah, let's leave.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I turn slowly also and follow Tosher.
Don't
As soon
say I
as like
didn't warn you. And he walks away.
What did you warn us about?
I face him and just makes like a
rude
face.
gestures.
Yeah, rude gestures and the face, and then I walk with you.
Yeah, he just sighs at that. He's like, ugh, whatever. I'm so done with you. I'm so done. Oh, snap. I think we're gonna take a little break, actually. I think everybody deserves one. I
Yay.
hope that this is gonna work because you viewers might have a very nice break time in where I will I will try to play a recording that my husband did because I wrote a short story from another character's perspective on Sunday, and then Ian recorded it into a little audio snippet. So I'm gonna try to play it, and I hope it works, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll be back in a bit, so see you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
A sigh left the captain, disclosing to the sergeant of the room what the report did to lessen his morning mood. Anthony shook his head and let the crispy cooked bacon slide off the fork and back into the creamy sauce that decorated the porcelain plate. The smell of burnt ham. A sigh left the captain, disclosing to the sergeant of the room what the report did to lessen his morning mood. Anthony shook his head and let the crispy cooked bacon slide off the fork and back into the creamy sauce that decorated the porcelain plate. The smell of burnt ham, mixed with the ashen one coming from the sergeant's attire, put an end to his appetite. Arson? In Stonelake? Anthony questioned Sergeant Blake, knowing fully well that the question would lead nowhere. Yes, sir. Over at Mag's. Mag. She's a sweet lady. Why would anyone? Anthony pulled back his chair and leaned his elbows on his knees. Who's stupid enough to commit arson? Are you certain it wasn't an accident? Blake took up on Anthony's earlier invitation to sit down before explaining further. Big sacs under his eyes puffed up his already rounded features. Sir, I asked her after the fire, and she swears there was no danger of a fire downstairs, especially not in the storage. She noticed some sounds, but she figured it was a cat. Turns out someone stole from her as well. At least no one got hurt, am I right? Sure, she lost most of her shop, but you quell the fire, which is a noble and dignified accomplishment, Sergeant. Blake blew out his cheeks, frustrated before continuing. Actually, a young girl showed up at the granite slab with a pretty nasty head wound. Claimed she had been sent to start a fight with a group of children over at the Ancestor Square. And that connects to the arson how? She headed over to the butcher's, and in her words, the gang followed her there. She just remembers running over there and getting beaten up. Anthony hid his face in the palms of his sweaty hands. The sun had barely risen outside the encampment. I really cannot deal with this now. Do you know how good we've looked the last few months compared to Riversbrook, Bayside, and Keelheart? For once, I haven't been asked to give detailed information on conspiracies and back alleys. A couple of stupid children isn't noteworthy, but put fire in the fray. Sir, I do not believe this will change our results, and that is why you are a sergeant and I am the captain. I don't want a crimson white anywhere near Stonelake. Anthony jolted from his seat, nearly toppling it over to stride to the small window overlooking the district he loved and protected. Clusters of red houses basked in the day's light. To be fair, it wasn't a fully developed fire, sir. The sergeant's naivete was palpable. Not only did it conflict with every part of his being, but the crown would replace Anthony within a fortnight. Arson is arson, especially in Stonelake, said Anthony. The last couple of years should have reminded them of the judge's less-than-kind punishments. But a bit of repetition could help. Take the girl and the group of children she bickered with to the district court and have them deal with it. Sir, I doubt they were solely responsible for... Since they may carry answers, you should question their stories. Putting them in the care of the crown may loosen their tongues. Now, go. If the sergeant bowed or offered any sort of courtesy, Anthony did not care. He had worked too long and sacrificed enough to get where he was. He was not about to throw it away on a couple of disobeying runts. Not when the watchful eyes of the hawk studied him. A sigh left the captain, disclosing to the sergeant of the room what the report did to lessen his morning mood. Anthony shook his head and let the crispy cooked bacon slide off the fork and back into the creamy sauce that decorated the porcelain plate. The smell of burnt ham, mixed with the ashen one coming from the sergeant's attire, put an end to his appetite. Arson? In Stonelake? Anthony questioned Sergeant Blake, knowing fully well that the question would lead nowhere. Yes, sir. Over at Mag's. Mag. She's a sweet lady. Why would anyone... Anthony pulled back his chair and leaned his elbows on his knees. Who's stupid enough to commit arson? Are you certain it wasn't an accident? Blake took up on Anthony's earlier invitation to sit down before explaining further. Big sacs under his eyes puffed up his already rounded features. Sir, I asked her after the fire, and she swears there was no danger of a fire downstairs, especially not in the storage. She noticed some sounds, but she figured it was a cat. Turns out someone stole from her as well. At least no one got hurt, am I right? Sure, she lost most of her shop, but you quell the fire, which is a noble and dignified accomplishment, Sergeant. Blake blew out his cheeks, frustrated before continuing. Actually, a young girl showed up at the granite slab with a pretty nasty head wound. Claimed she had been sent to start a fight with a group of children over at the Ancestor Square. And that connects to the arson how? She headed over to the butcher's, and in her words, the gang followed her there. She just remembers running over there and getting beaten up. Anthony hid his face in the palms of his sweaty hands. The sun had barely risen outside the encampment. I really cannot deal with this now. Do you know how good we've looked the last few months compared to Riversbrook, Bayside, and Keelheart? For once, I haven't been asked to give detailed information on conspiracies and back alleys. A couple of stupid children isn't noteworthy, but put fire in the fray. Sir, I do not believe this will change our results, and that is why you are a sergeant and I am the captain. I don't want a crimson white anywhere near Stonelake. Anthony jolted from his seat, nearly toppling it over to stride to the small window overlooking the district he loved and protected. Clusters of red houses basked in the day's light. To be fair, it wasn't a fully developed fire, sir. The sergeant's naivete was palpable. Not only did it conflict with every part of his being, but the crown would replace Anthony within a fortnight. Arson is arson, especially in Stonelake, said Anthony. The last couple of years should have reminded them of the judge's less than kind punishments. But a bit of repetition could help. Take the girl and the group of children she bickered with to the district court and have them deal with it. Sir, I doubt they were solely responsible for... Since they may carry answers, you should question their stories. Putting them in the care of the crown may loosen their tongues. Now, go. If the sergeant bowed or offered any sort of courtesy, Anthony did not care. He had worked too long and sacrificed enough to get where he was. He was not about to throw it away on a couple of disobeying runts. Not when the watchful eyes of the hawk studied him. A sigh left the captain, disclosing to the sergeant of the room what the report did to lessen his morning mood. Anthony shook his head and let the crispy cooked bacon slide off the fork and back into the creamy sauce that decorated the porcelain plate. The smell of burnt ham mixed with the ashen one coming from the sergeant of the porcelain plate.
I think it worked.
The smell of burnt ham mixed with the ashen one coming from the
And
sergeant
we're back.
of the porcelain plate.
I think it worked.
The smell of burnt
It looks
ham
like we're back.
mixed with the ashen
And
one
we're back.
Yes.
We're back.
Cool.
Yay.
Yay! I hope you guys enjoyed the break and the little. I think it went 2 times, so I hope that you guys caught it. The short story that took place during the same morning that we are playing. Now it was while the characters were sleeping. This captain was having a conversation, and I hope you enjoyed it, because I did when I wrote it. I was like, yes, you're gonna get so smashed.
No, we're not, because we're gonna rule this city.
Yeah, I know you will.
Have a little faith.
Yes, I do have faith in you. Not you, but in others.
Oh.
Wow.
Snap.
Even
I
Green
hate you
doesn't has
too.
faith on
On-
Look,
himself.
everything
Natasha?
has played out just as I have planned.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Hmm? Just as I've foreseen,
Okay.
to quote
Okay, Gandhi.
Palpatine.
I don't know why I said Gandhi. Yoda, I was gonna say, what?
No, it's Palpatine.
Palpatine?
Yes, Palpatine that said that.
What?
Everything has progressed as I have foreseen.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Hmm
4, right?
No, Return of the
6.
Jedi.
Yeah, damn it. I do like that one. It's dark and broody. I love it. I don't have a type. No. And by the way, Pollo Improv.
Yeah.
Thank you for the chat and everything. Sorry I didn't respond. Was a bit caught up playing a guard. I was like trying to be helpful, but it didn't work.
Nope,
Oh, were you?
because we never trust your NPCs.
I know nobody does. Nobody trusts
Especially when
my
it's a
NPCs.
guard.
Yeah, true. All right. Getting back into it. Yeah, he walked away, and you were left alone at the square.
Oh, we walked away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he-
we walked away first.
You were like,
Owned!
Talk to the hand, because the face ain't listening.
she. What you wanna do?
Oh, once they crossed a few corners and gotten a bit away from where they were, Tasha kind of lets out a sigh. Like, see, I told you it would work. Now they
What
gathered
would
up
work?
all the they taken all the stone gang kids and taken them up to the magistrate, and they're
Yeah,
gonna get
now you're gonna hang.
yeah.
That wasn't the purpose.
Well, they've beaten us. They've killed our friends. They've taken our food. They're taking our clothes. They've done everything. They deserve to hang.
I kind of
No.
agree. Yeah.
I'm with you, Tosher,
Hmm?
but it's someone we need to quiet first.
Oh,
Kind of looks up towards Grin with a little gleam in his eye and motions to him to continue.
Why is Kayla there also?
Mm-hmm.
She was hurt.
Hmm?
And I'm wondering, why is everybody in the courthouse?
Let's find out.
What,
Kind of,
what happened in the butcher's? We only robbed her, right?
he walks past Grin and pats him on the shoulder. Like, don't worry your pretty little head about that. Look, you got a nice new shirt.
True.
Come on, let's set
Tasha
up.
here said I would start a small fire, but that apparently didn't end up very small.
Well,
If they are in the courthouse.
That's why they took them to the courthouse, and they deserve to be there. If we didn't do anything, they would be running on the streets and doing bad stuff.
Okay, so wait a second.
You're the cap now.
Tosh, do we start a fire that spread?
It didn't spread.
Did it spread? It didn't spread.
It didn't
It
spread.
did spread.
No. Look, the cities are still here. Still as ugly and grimy as
Oh,
it was yesterday.
Oh, that's
But
true.
but the city is better off because now these assholes that have been trying to run this part of town, now they're up at the magistrate and getting what they deserve.
But Kayla,
Purpose was never to get anyone killed. We agreed on that.
Right, it's a happy coincidence.
We agreed that no one would be killed.
Oh, stuff happens, and they killed our friends before.
Yeah, but no
You
one.
can't
I
just.
hate the guards, and I don't go around killing them.
Well, maybe you should, because they're the ones that are keeping us down here. They're the ones that are making sure that kids like us never grow up to be older than 15 and never get anywhere in life, and we never get a real home, and we never get any money, and we never get to eat enough food to be full every day.
Oh, yeah, I know. I do want to kill them, but I don't.
Yeah, maybe you should. Because if you don't, then you're always going to stay down here in the gutter.
I must say one thing regarding Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, she was the first person we recruited for something you wanted her to do. I don't know what. If she dies, isn't the reputation going to be bad? Sour?
Well, if they find out that we hired her, but you make a point. If we try to get her out, then we saved her. And then we're the heroes.
Ooh.
Yeah, talk yourself into whatever you want, but it is actually a good idea to save her.
See, I told you so. And he kind of like puts his nose up in the air. Come on, let's head off to the the granite slab or whatever it's called. I can't remember names. And he kind of takes the lead and starts jogging between the people.
Okay, I want Nomi and Lana to make me perception, notice checks. And just tell me the score. No.
2.
2?
Total of 6?
6?
What?
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Because I rolled a 2, and then my notice is
Yeah, it
What
can't
is
be
my
plus
notice?
4 because you guys don't have plus 4.
no. So it's 4.
What, you have +2 notice?
I have +2 notice, so it's 4 total.
2 + 2 = 4.
Yeah, still good. I think it's still great. Yeah. No, Nomi, you don't really notice this, but Lana, when you guys are
No, I'm too
talking,
angry.
yeah, when you guys are talking out in the open, out in the middle of the day, at a very busy place, you do get this sense that you're being watched at first, and you're like, the little pit in your stomach, which starts to like grow, like, am I being stalked or something? It's kind of like that. And after a while, you just casually, as you're talking, you just move your eyes a little bit to the sides, and to scope out if you can find this person, and you notice a really large woman standing in the crowd, and she's actually at one of the vendors selling fruits and stuff, and she's like like really clearly listening to you guys, but trying to act like she can't hear you, kind of thing.
Oh no.
The kind of thing, like,
What kind of woman is this?
it's a very large woman, so she looks, I mean, we're not talking like fat, no, it might be a little bit of fat, but it is mostly brawn,
Muscle.
just muscle.
Ooh.
She has a really like
Buff babe.
it's a very masculine face structure, but you see that it's a woman because boobies. That's how I describe all my women in my books. No, you see, it's a woman because boobies. No,
A human being with breasts.
yeah, I mean,
There we go.
it is a telltale sign.
Boobs
So,
are for all.
yeah, boob babes for life. Yeah, so you notice that, and she is actually carrying some sort of weapon on her back. You don't know what it is, but you see
Handle.
yeah, a handle of some sort,
Yeah.
slung over her shoulder, and she does have like not really armor, because they don't really have armor in this world except for the
Okay.
guards. She does.
Oh,
have
so she's
some
not a
sort-
guard.
No. She does not have the classic red and the classic blue and black like color scheme that the crown has. But yeah, she's listening in on you, and as you guys start going, it seems like she might be following you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'll lean over to Nomi and be like, hey, do you see that cool woman over there?
Ooh, woman, what?
That cool girl over there. She's real big and looks strong, and she has a cool, shiny weapon on her.
Yeah, you turn around and you see her as well.
Oh, yeah. That one. Yeah, what about her?
I think she's following us.
Yeah, and she pays the vendor some coins, and then she starts.
And she has money.
I don't really think she's... I don't want to mess with her. She looks strong.
I know. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but that doesn't mean we should mess with her.
Probably not, but it seems weird that she's just like following us and trying to listen in on our conversation.
We should get going. Like, now.
Kind of want to know who she is.
True.
We need to ask her why she's following us.
Let's
I'm gonna go
watch
ask her.
her. No, you do.
Just watch her.
Yes.
Tosher and I are walking forward, right?
Yeah, we're probably ahead of them a few
Yeah.
paces.
Uh-oh.
Where
Oh,
where
nice.
are you heading?
Towards the courthouse, I think.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay. Yeah.
Or in that direction, anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, you do. Lana, are you turning around and facing her?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you stop there and turn around and yeah, like if Harley was big, this woman is a little bit bigger. She's taller
Whoa.
and yeah, it looks like a wall. It's a human
gosh.
wall just walking towards you, and she has really like yeah, kind of the same length as I do, blonde hair, or ashen. It's probably more like that, and she has 2 shoulder pads on her shoulders, of course. But she's dressed actually very feminine, like yeah. So it's a little bit mixed messages all over, and she even has red lipstick and everything, and yeah, it is a little bit weird. So yeah, but she just stops in front of you. Hi.
Hey. How do I get big like you?
Oh well, first of all, you need your vegetables. And she leans down to you and holds out
Gross.
an apple, a really nice apple.
This is a vegetable?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
isn't it?
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit.
It's a fruit.
The apple is not a vegetable.
If this is a vegetable, I will eat
Potato?
all the vegetables.
Vegetables have fruits.
You like potato? No. Oh, whatever. I'm not I don't work with food. Whatever. Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
So
veggies.
yeah. So she gives you a fruit.
Wow.
You looked a little bit hungry,
So I
didn't
just... Uh-huh.
you? Yeah. I know.
Why are you following us?
Well, I'm all
do we-
I'm all for hashing out plans and making schemes and stuff like that. Do you know what a scheme is?
Skiing?
No, scheme. It's like a
Plans.
plan.
I know what a
Yes,
plans
yes,
is.
it's like a plan.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, you might want to do that in a little bit more of a quiet area next time. Just saying. The wrong ears could hear. Like, for instance, the wrong ears would have heard that, well, some children might have been responsible for that horrific fire in the butcher shop, but
That wasn't us.
But it wasn't the Stone Gang. No, it wasn't the Stone Gang, and it wasn't this little girl named K something. But I did hear something from your friends. Are they your friends?
I'm standing slightly behind Lana, and I'm like trying not to freak out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Do we notice that they left us?
Yeah.
That we're walking alone?
After a while, yeah, you're like, where's my crew? And you turn back and you
Are
can
these-
see
Oh.
this.
No.
Oh,
Those
Martha.
aren't my friends. This is my friend Skips.
Oh, you have a pet rat? That's adorable.
Yeah.
Skips. Why
Yeah,
did
he's-
you name it Skip?
'Cause he skips when he runs. It's really cute.
Of course he does. That is amazing. I love that. I actually
Yeah, he's a good friend.
Oh yeah, really? I can imagine. One of my friends has a really big dog.
Ooh,
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah. Do you
Ooh,
think they're a little
wow.
bit scary?
Well, I'm small, so big dogs are
Yeah.
kind of scary.
Yeah.
And Skips doesn't like dogs, so.
Oh no. Okay,
Ooh.
of course. Yeah, but maybe Skips can hide with you when because this dog is really not that scary. It's a real wimp.
Oh
Mhm.
no.
You should see
Ooh.
when it's thunder. He crawls down under a bed.
I do too sometimes.
Oh, you do it.
Is that bad? Does that make me a wimp?
No, of course not. No, 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 no.
Okay, cool.
It makes you smart.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah. I'm smart.
Tasha when he notices this, he kind of jogs up towards where they are
Oh, hello.
and grabs Lana's arm. What are you doing?
I'm talking to this cool big lady.
Hi.
I'm just standing there, like, baffled. Like, how can she?
She gave me this vegetable.
But she looks
That's on the fruit.
rich.
Who are you?
She said it was a vegetable.
Rich. I look rich. How do I look rich, little girl?
Not rich, but you look like you're not poor like us. But you can't be kind.
Well,
Yeah, Tasha kind of slips one of his hands under his cloak
yep.
to grab hold of one of the glass shibs
Yeah, of
that he
course.
has there. And who you? What do you want?
What I want? Wow, straight to the point, aren't we? My name is
She heard us
Thelma.
talking. We were being really loud.
Yeah, I really just all I wanted to do was give you some friendly advice and also give you a little bit of I don't know, a little bit of food or something like that because you seem to really need it.
Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't I? That's the real question.
Don't ask questions. Just get the food.
No.
Do you
Shut
want
up.
food as well? I have 2 more apples if you want them.
He kind of drags Lana, sorry, a few feet away.
Look, I'm not here to hurt you. I was simply just telling your dear smart friend here that just giving a little bit of advice. Perhaps don't speak about things that certain people shouldn't hear, like starting fires or burning down things or breaking into a court or those kinds of things. Might not want to talk to because
You
some
could learn
people
some
might.
stuff from this girl.
Kind of
Tasha.
glares from Lana to her and back. You can't prove anything.
No, I don't.
But she's
have to.
smart.
Well,
You
you're
could learn
smart.
something from her, Tosher.
Oh, Tosher.
He grabs the apple that Lana has in her
Yeah.
hand and
Hey!
shoves it into her mouth. Like, eat this.
Okay.
So what? And then he kind of turns around towards the. Or I
Yeah.
didn't catch her name, but
Thelma. She reaches into her bag and pulls out 2 more apples and just holds them out to anybody. And just offers it.
I snatch one of the apples and I haven't really figured you out, but
That's fair.
Urgh.
That's fair.
Tasha gets a kind of a weird expression on his face, and seems to come to a. He seems to have like a little tiny inner monologue,
Uh-huh.
and then he pulls his hand out from under his cloak
Yeah.
with the little tiny glass shiv, and he sticks it into the apple, and then takes the apple. So he has it sticking on the shiv.
Oh, the classic. Oh, yeah, I've seen that one
Oh.
before.
So, what do you want? What's your game?
Wow.
My game.
Yeah.
Well, all I'm
Stop!
doing
Stop!
is
Stop acting.
acting.
Who are you?
Like I said, my name is Thelma, and I'm simply just offering you some advice. But if you really want to, get more food in your bellies, or perhaps do something, well, so you can live under a roof for once, you can always just join me and my friends.
What exactly are you? Why? What are you offering here?
I am just offering you a chance of a home and food.
But what's in it for you?
For me? Well,
Yeah.
for me personally, I'm doing this as a favor to a friend, a dear friend of mine. And I mean, we are looking for talented young kids like you to do different things for us, like work
Like
and
what?
stuff.
What work?
You could make us into a real gang.
Tasha looks over towards the other three.
Yes.
I'm a
correct.
little bit. I'm walking slowly towards
Oh.
you. I'm not running.
No.
So I'm walking slowly. I'm not there.
I look at this is what I wanted you to do, not talk to toddlers. And then he takes a big bite out of the apple.
All right. So how do
He's-
we become a real gang?
Well, it's very hard to start at the beginning, just like you guys are, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
We're heavier than you think.
Oh, yes, I do not doubt it. I do not doubt it. Not at all. But
He tries his best to look. Well, he kind of succeeds, seeing that his like talents, or what they're called,
skills.
stunts. Sorry.
Stunts. Oh? Oh,
Yeah.
you want to invoke a stunt? Yes?
Let's see here. Which one of them would work here. No, I'm looking at the wrong character sheet. That's why nothing made sense.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Yes, it spells like Thelma. Yeah, like the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the aura of menace.
Mm-hmm.
That is, yeah, you are the terror of all those who oppose you. Once per scene per target, you may spend a fate point to intimidate a target as a free action, no matter what circumstances, immediately in between actions or immediately after the current action is underway.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'll just type it in here. So since we don't have Foundry, I'll just type in -1 fate point so that I can remember it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Chat like that. So he doesn't do the standard thing that kids usually do when they try to intimidate, look buff and big.
No.
But he kind of does the opposite instead. Like turns his side so he looks even skinnier and smaller. But there's this
Oh, yeah.
darkness in his eyes and face, and he kind of grins when he takes a bite out of the apple, and slowly drags the shiv out of the apple, and then spits the rest of the fruit on the ground, and does this little creepy thing where he licks the fruit juices off the glass knife.
You notice that she
Ugh.
doesn't seem to be threatened at all. More impressed. you did genuinely see how she's like, yeah, you got the stuff, yeah, I like it, kind of thing. And as a response to this, she's on her basically well, she's hunched over or squatting, yeah, squatting. So and she just turns her head to all of you and pulls back her hair, and as she does, all of you notice kind of like some sort of writing. You don't know, you guys don't know how to read or write or anything like that, but some sort of signs are written on the back on her neck in two different rows.
What is that?
Oh, you don't know?
That looks so badass.
That means that I've spent some time with like-minded people as yourself in the Beast's Gate, for instance. When she
The
says
what
that,
gate?
the Beast Gate, that is something that you guys would have heard of. You've heard terrifying stories about that place. So there is a thing called Crimson Whites. Those are the executioners of this world. But sometimes when a crime has been committed, they escort you out of Levent, these Crimson Whites, and take you to Nedox, which is the crime capital of Vasilia. So, and the Beast's Gate is basically a labor camp inside the mines, and people are, why it's called the Beast's Gate is because the beast in this world is very, it's like the devil, and they send hardened criminals there to work and mine, and they don't let them come out of that place for several years. So they live inside of the mines and don't see the sun or anything. So it's pretty bad. You've heard very varying amounts of stories from there. So
Kind of like a gulag.
Wow.
oh yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
gulag, oh gosh.
Yeah. And yeah, so
Guys, I told you she was cool.
Yeah, Tarsha actually looks kind of like impressed and in awe of that.
Nomi definitely looks intrigued.
so
Oh.
But
When I arrive a little bit slowly during their conversation, I just. So what you're eating on?
oh, is this a
Apple?
friend too?
Apples.
Apples?
This is my friend.
Well, you could call
he
him.
points over his shoulder towards Grid. This is more like a pet.
Oh yeah, this is my friend Skips and our pet Grin.
You look really strong, don't you?
Yeah. Try to build it up.
Yeah, you're making a good way of it.
So I see that my friends here has got an apple. Maybe you have one apple also?
Oh, I don't have an apple, unfortunately, but I might have something else. And she pulls up her satchel and pulls out a really ripe tomato, like a big one, and hands it to you.
That's
I take
little
that
fruit.
one. Thank you. And
It's not gonna bite you.
he tries it, and the juices just pour out from the side of his cheek.
How did you
This
get
tastes-
that?
Tomato is a fruit.
Sorry for asking, but how did you get that?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Born with it.
Oh.
I don't know how it, I've always had this issue. Maybe some people say that the beast tried to.
Who knows about that? They're just telling bullshit, you know.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Tarsha kind
what I
of
think-
nods.
What I think you should do, I think you should own it. And if you want to look a little bit more scary than you maybe feel like, you tell them that you got it because of an accident or rather a fight. If you say that, more people would get scared of you.
But I don't want people being scared of me.
Why not?
Yeah, Tarsha
that-
kind of scratches his own scars. Yeah,
Your
Some of
friend
us have
has-
to. Some of us have to work for these.
Oh yeah, I see you got the Levent mark.
Mhm.
Kind of interested to know about that someday. Anyway, I was just offering your friend some food and some advice about not talking openly about certain things that might get you in trouble with some people. I'm just saying.
Oh,
As
did
a
I do
concern-
that?
I have notes taken. We don't have time for you.
Of course, I understand. But if you happen to change your minds, you are welcome to come and seek me out. I'm going to be here at the Ancestor Square for a while, and we'll see if you guys change your mind. Like I said, we have food and board and
Where do you hang out?
well, the Ancestor Square at the moment.
The
but-
Ancestor Square.
Oh, okay. That's it's not the same square that we're on.
No,
Sorry,
it
I got-
is right next to it, but
Yeah, I got confused. Sorry.
it's okay.
Tarsha, he still plays around with with his shiv. You know, you do that thing where you let it
Yeah.
wander between your fingers. And
Uh-huh.
let's see. Well, little. I have to talk to my associates. 'Cause that's a big word he knows.
That is a very big word.
Wow.
And-
Ascostiates.
And we'll,
Ascostiates.
he kind of like grabs Lana and Nomi's arms, and we'll talk to you later.
Stoked, yes.
Bye, I'll see you
And then-
later.
Have a
You
good
do-
one. And remember what I said.
Yeah.
Don't talk out loud too much.
Yeah,
I'll
be
there.
smart. Like
Yes,
me.
Be smart like your friend. Yes. She
Tarsha
gets up and
kind of
walks.
Tarsha kind of tries to drag everyone into some sort of cover somewhere, or an alleyway or something.
Yeah.
See, when they were all like out of earshot of people and in the shadows again. See, I told you good things were gonna happen once we started making a name for ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't trust her.
I can't wait to be that big.
Once I'm with Nomi.
You're just chicken.
No, she wanted me my face. I should own my face.
Yeah,
I own
why
it
shouldn't
already.
you? No, you don't. You try to hide it. Because you're scared and you're ashamed. And that's why people treat you like shit.
Me. I'm not.
You let people call you names and you don't do anything. You have to grow some balls and take your own name.
I stand my ground. Do you?
Yeah, and look where that got you. Huh? If it wasn't
guess-
if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have all those sausages, wouldn't you?
No. Yeah.
You would just sit
You're
up
right.
there with your rotten little pear and diddle your thumbs.
I got a belt because of him.
See.
Oh,
I
you
can
got
do stuff
hell.
also.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
really shiny. Look. She's like, look, holding up her belt buckle. You guys don't have belts, and I do. That's pretty
wait,
good, I think.
I have also this. Tunic. Nice tunic. Do you
That?
have it? No.
I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves.
And it stretches the tunic even better, more like padding it.
Tasha kind of like grins at everyone. Well, if you want to play tiddlywinks with all the little toddlers on the street and just be content with whatever piece of scrap people throw at you, then be my guest.
But what are you saying?
I'm gonna go with her. And he points towards where Ancestor Square is.
Oh, I want to go there too.
They're badass. They already have a gang, and she's much older than we are. Once we're her age, we're gonna be even cooler and even more badass than she is.
Wow.
But you can only do that if you own who you are and you don't hide behind in the shadows and hide behind stuff that you don't like about yourself.
But she is tempting the beast even more.
Eh, who gives a shit?
I do. I don't want to have the beast close to me every day.
He kind of picks up some refuse from the street and throws it on Grin's chest. What's the word? Why do you care?
Hey, that was his new shirt.
Yeah, look.
I
Do you think
know.
you're gonna be clean when you live on the streets?
At least for a little bit. Jeez.
No.
A crow
Look, you-
flies in and poops on your shoulder, Tosher. Fuck you! No, I'm just kidding.
Now look who's shitting on you.
The gods.
Tosher is.
Grin just that, but okay.
Look, if the beast, and he like kind of does he doesn't do that thing because they probably don't know what quotation marks are.
No.
But look, if the beast is such a bad thing, then why has it given you everything you have? Huh?
I haven't thought about
That was
it
the beast.
that
Yeah.
way.
Because there is no fucking beast. That's just lies that everyone keeps telling you. He walks up to Grin, and kind of stares up at him menacingly, and like pokes his chest. Like everything you are is in there, and if you want to be all that you can be, then you have to let everything out. You can't keep hiding behind like lies and stories for little kids, because then
Oh,
you're
sure.
gonna be a little kid every day.
Tosher, he puts his palm on his forehead and then pushes him away a little bit. Not so close now, please. You're tempting it.
Tasha, he gets the dark look on his face, and he kind of grins at him. Well, maybe that's a good thing, isn't it?
Okay, I will follow you, but not for you, Tosher. I will follow for Lana.
Yeah. He
So
kind
I
of.
think
I
So
want
I
to
can-
follow that lady.
Then we do
Everybody's
so.
waiting for Nomi. Nomi?
Yes, I guess we follow her. I mean, well, Nomi is way too intrigued by this woman being kind and looking fairly okay, or what to say. So she's way too intrigued to don't go.
Tasha kind of snickers and laughs a little bit while he starts walking out from the alley. And he can walks backwards and turns towards the rest of the gang. Hey. See? once we stop being little kids and stop believing in stories, things start going our way.
You hear a mumbling from Grin. That is not something he do usually, but you hear him mumbling.
What was that? I didn't understand what you said.
He's... I need some peace and quiet with my mind a little bit, Lana. I follow you now.
Oh, okay. Are we going to the Ancestor Square?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
Tosher's whole demeanor has changed a little bit. He kind of looks a little bit taller and a little bit more self-assured. He doesn't skulk in the shadows like he used to.
Yeah.
meanwhile Grin is going more like this, bowing his head down a little bit, thinking.
Yeah. Are you trying to find Thelma?
Yeah, we're heading over towards that square.
Yeah.
Ancestor Square.
You do. It hasn't gone a lot of time, but she looks to have basically sat down on a like let's see. I think it's called a plateau or something. But you know, statues they have a little bit of a
Like
Yeah,
a base.
a plinth.
a base. Yeah, a plinth. Yes. So she's sitting down on one of those at the side of a pretty old lady, actually, and she's just scraping her feet or shoes against the pebbles below, and yeah, doesn't seem to do anything special.
I walk up to her and sit next to her and try to like. So, how can you help us?
Oh, like I said, we have a house, which it's actually in the making, so we're not really done yet. But we do have some. We have beds. Have you slept in a bed?
Like a real bed?
Yeah, you guys have slept in kind of beds.
Wow,
or
when like
a
I
bed.
was a baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was such a long time ago.
I know. It's really comfortable.
How come you have beds?
Like I said, we, in exchange for, you know, you guys doing some favors here and there, we help you out. We
What
don't
kind
want
of
to see.
favors?
Well, it depends on what you're good at. So, in this case, I would say, I'm actually gonna say this: no strings attached, which means that if you guys want to just sleep there one night, you can do that. And I will not tell you to pay me or anything, and you don't have to do anything. I'll just let you try to sleep, and you guys can just judge for yourselves if you want to perhaps, you know, go a little bit further and start talking about working with me and my associates, for instance. So no pressure or anything, but if you want to have a night's good rest then, and some really good food.
Uh-huh.
The ones
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
you have to have plates. Yeah,
Plates. What?
plates.
Yeah,
Plates of food.
Tosher kind of crosses his arms and he just grins and nods.
Yeah. Plates of food. You haven't seen that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a long time ago.
Yeah. We even have it's potatoes. And I think there is actually, it might be fish. I am a little bit unsure. It might be fish or meat today. But and there is a very good sauce and bread. Oh, the bread
Oh,
is
man.
so good. And there's cheese as well. Have you tried cheese before?
What is that?
cheese is I don't actually know where it's from, but it's yellow and it's sticky and it tastes delicious. Really good.
Okay, and delicious.
Yes. Sticky and delicious. It's really good. But not everybody likes it. Some people are like, ooh. I think it comes from goats, maybe. Or cows. Maybe cows. Or pigs. Do they come from pigs? I don't know, actually. I haven't checked into
Pigs. Bacon?
that. Well, pigs and bacon, yes. You might get that for breakfast. Who knows? Like I said, I know some very good people. So, do you want to join me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess
I
we could go
Tosher,
for
have
one
we-
night.
Tosher, have we slept on a bed before in our orphanage?
Orphanages in general have beds, but sometimes you have to share it with a lot of other kids and stuff like that. But yeah,
I want to try the cheese.
it's really good. I hope you like it though. But anyway,
Yeah.
do you want to follow me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I want to know your names after a while. That is the only requirement I do have. Coming.
What is a while? Is it now?
A while?
Yeah.
In a little bit. When we arrive, I can always ask you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. And she starts walking and leads you past the district court and the halls, and she moves a little bit. It's towards the city gates, actually, so it's towards the east.
While they're walking,
Yep.
Tasha kind of elbows Grin in the side, and he grins up to him and said, "Now you can choose your own name." And then he kind of jogs a little bit ahead of him.
You hear it. He takes a big breath. And walks besides Lana and Omi, behind them a little bit more, and a little bit more protective than he used to.
You see on her back, it's a large hammer kind of thing, or a club. Yeah, heavy object at the end of the stick. Yes, that's the best description of it. So yeah, it's meant for crushing shit. Yeah. She leads you guys down the main road of Stonelake towards Rivers Brook, and yeah, like all the other buildings here, it's red facades, and this house is actually, it is in bad shape, but it looks like it's being renovated, so to speak, which is really odd to be Stonelake, because people don't renovate their houses really here. But it seems like they are here, because you see, like, the facade has been patched in with new, fresh clay. It seems like, so it looks a little spotty, but it doesn't leak into the building, so that's good. And she just points at it, and well, here we are.
What is happening to the house?
Oh, they're fixing it. We're fixing it
Fixing it?
to make sure that, it doesn't rain on you. We don't want that, do we?
True.
Yeah, no. Never. Alright, come on. And she opens up the door, and you come into a very
before everybody goes into the door,
Mhm.
I will run in front of them and just hold them back a little bit.
Oh, okay.
My
Wow.
friends,
Yeah.
even Tosher,
Mm.
and then I used to say, "Are you sure?
Sure about what?
Should we go in or not?"
Why not?
Are you scared?
I don't know what the feeling is, but I'm uncertain.
She looks back at you guys when she realizes that you're not entering,
Mm.
and she just looks at you a little bit, and it's all right. If you want to discuss this, you can do that. Now you know where it is. If you want to, you're welcome to look inside. Like I said, I'm not gonna ask anything of you except for just to know your names. Okay? So I'm gonna go in here, and if you feel ready, you just come in. Okay?
When she goes in, I turn.
Yeah.
Are you really sure about this?
Tosher kind of produces one of the glass shivs and holds it up in his hand. If anything goes bad, we can always skin them. And then he makes it. He makes the shiv disappear into his coat again.
Okay. Then I go first.
Ugh.
I don't want to have anything going sideways in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tosher grins again. He has kind of does this overly theatrical
Yeah.
bowing motion to make him go in.
Yeah.
Grin turns and draws up his
Sleeves.
new
Yeah.
tunic
Yeah.
and his sleeves and goes inside
Okay. Yeah.
and take a look.
You go step inside the room, and the room is lit up with a lot of candles all over the place, but there is also a hearth in the far end of the room. The room is really big, actually. It looks like it might be the entire first floor, almost. You see one room to the far side of to the far right side, and let's see, why am I lagging? I see that I'm lagging. That's not supposed to.
My internet is pooping out.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, I'm wondering what's happening.
Yeah, me too.
Everyone is lagging.
Everybody's lagging. That is
Uh-oh.
weird.
Oh no.
Maybe it's something to do with either Discord or Twitch.
Yeah, it might be. It might be. Yeah. In the worst case, then everybody
Well-
knows that we've had problems somehow.
Yeah,
Either that, or we could take
Everybody
this
do
as a good stopping point
Yeah, it
for the
is.
night.
It is.
Mm.
Should we do that?
'Cause I'm
Yeah.
tired.
Okay. Yeah.
Eh,
Yes.
I've been awake for 24 hours, more or less.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Ooh boy.
All right. So, yeah, this is gonna be so interesting to see. I don't know what you guys in chat think about the new lady and this whole situation. If you're
Selma.
yeah, I mean, if you guys want to, you can always just write in the Discord server that we have. I'm going to send the command to you guys, you new folks over there. So, yeah, we have a Discord that you can always join. Okay, yes.
Yeah,
Oh, to
put all the
D&D.
clips in there.
Yeah, of course. Let's send him there. Or us there. Yeah. And yes, we're going to stream this next week as well. And I will upload this VOD to YouTube later on in the week. And hopefully we're going to also make it into a podcast somewhere.
Woo.
Yeah.
Fun.
We hope so.
Yay!
And Sunday, Eldritch Bath will stream. My husband, Ian Manning, who is the co-runner of this little group we have. All right, so we're gonna go and read the beautiful D&D comic. So stick around for that in a little bit. And thank you everybody for the subscriptions and follows and chats. You've been amazing. I've had so much fun with that. I was like, oh my god, this is so much fun. Maybe next time I will have a little unicorn somewhere. Maybe.
Yay!
All right. Thank you everybody and have a good week, okay? Bye.
Bye-bye.
A sigh left the captain